Welcome to Two Wheel Trends, where we bring you the latest and greatest from the world of motorcycles. Today, we have something special lined up for you with the all-new 2025 Royal Enfield 125cc. Now, when you think of Royal Enfield, you might picture powerful retro cruisers or rugged adventure bikes. But this time, they've stepped into the lightweight commuter category with a brand new 125cc model. And trust me, it's got that classic Royal Enfield DNA while catering to a whole new segment of riders. In this review, we're going to take a deep dive into everything this bike has to offer up: its design, performance, engine, price point, and more. So let's get right into it. Taking a first look at the Royal Enfield 125cc, you immediately notice the classic styling cues that have made Royal Enfield so iconic. Starting with the front, you have this retro-inspired round headlamp unit that's reminiscent of the old-school Enfields, but with a modern twist. It comes equipped with a full LED setup, offering much better visibility during night rides. The chrome finish around the headlight gives it a premium look, which you wouldn't expect at this price point. The fork gaiters covering the telescopic suspension add to that vintage vibe while protecting the inner workings. Moving to the side, this is where the bike's design really shines. The teardrop-shaped fuel tank is unmistakably Royal Enfield, and it's paired beautifully with the retro graphics that harken back to their older models. You also get a minimalist side panel with the iconic Royal Enfield branding. The tank has a capacity of 10 liters, which is pretty decent for a 125cc bike and should get you through your daily commutes without frequent stops at the gas station. The seats are designed for comfort with a single-piece layout, offering ample cushioning for both the rider and the pillion. As we come around to the rear of the bike, it's a continuation of that old-school meets new-age theme. The rear taillight is a simple, round LED unit, and the turn signals have a classic bullet shape. The rear fender is clean and uncluttered, giving the bike a very polished and neat look. The short, stubby exhaust with chrome detailing ties in well with the rest of the bike's aesthetic, offering just the right amount of flair without being over the top. Now, let's talk about what's under the hood. The 2025 Royal Enfield 125cc comes with the single-cylinder, air-cooled engine that displaces, you guessed it, 125cc. It's a four-stroke, fuel-injected engine designed for efficiency and reliability, which are crucial in this segment. This engine produces about 10.5 horsepower and 10 Nm of torque. While those numbers might not seem impressive compared to bigger bikes, remember that this is targeted towards newer riders, commuters, and those looking for something light and nimble. One of the most impressive things about this engine is how smooth it feels, especially for a 125cc unit. The power delivery is linear, and it doesn't feel overly stressed even at higher revs. Royal Enfield has tuned the engine to be more focused on low-end torque, which means you get a lot of grunt at lower RPMs, perfect for city riding where stop-and-go traffic is the norm. The engine is mated to a 5-speed gearbox that shifts smoothly through the gears, and the clutch is light enough for new riders to handle without much trouble. As for performance, this bike is not about outright speed but more about a relaxed, comfortable ride. You can expect a top speed of around 90 to 95 km per hour, which is adequate for urban environments and some short highway stints. Acceleration is decent, especially in the lower gears, where you feel the torque kicking in, making overtaking within city limits a breeze. For those looking for fuel efficiency, the Royal Enfield 125cc delivers on that front as well. You can expect around 60 to 65 km per liter, depending on riding conditions. That's pretty impressive, making this an economical option for daily commutes. In terms of suspension, you get telescopic forks at the front with 130 mm of travel and twin shock absorbers at the rear with adjustable preload. This setup is tuned for comfort, absorbing most of the bumps and potholes you'd encounter in city riding. The bike handles reasonably well around corners, though you shouldn't expect sports bike-like agility. The focus here is on stability and ease of use, and in that regard, the Royal Enfield 125cc delivers. Braking duties are handled by a 240mm disc up front and a 130mm drum brake at the rear. You also get the added safety of a combined braking system, CBS, which ensures balanced braking between the front and rear wheels. It's a great feature for new riders or those upgrading from a smaller bike, as it reduces the likelihood of locking up the wheels during sudden stops. Now, let's talk about one of the most important factors of price. The 2025 Royal Enfield 125cc is competitively priced, starting at around 90,000 to 1 lakh INR, depending on the variant and location. This makes it one of the more affordable options in the 125cc segment. But what sets it apart is the premium feel and attention to detail you get for that price. The build quality, the finish, and even the ride experience make it feel like you're getting more bike than what you're paying for. That's something Royal Enfield has managed to nail with this model, offering a product that doesn't just get you from point A to point B but does so in style and comfort. For those wondering about color options, the 2025 Royal Enfield 125cc comes in a variety of classic Enfield colors. You have the standard black, a deep maroon, and a stunning British racing green, which is bound to be a hit among Enfield fans. Each color option comes with slightly different graphic treatments, but all of them maintain that old-school charm that Royal Enfield is known for. The rider ergonomics are also worth mentioning. The handlebar is positioned perfectly for an upright riding posture, which ensures comfort on longer rides as well as in city traffic. The seat height is around 790 millimeters, making it accessible to most riders, and the overall weight of the bike is just under 130 kilograms, which makes it light and easy to maneuver, even for beginner riders. One area where Royal Enfield could have it at a little more modern tech is the instrument cluster. It's an analog-digital combo with a speedometer and fuel gauge in analog, and a small digital screen that displays basic information like trip meters, odometer, and fuel economy. It does the job. What a full digital console or smartphone connectivity would have been a nice touch, especially when some of its competitors offer these features at similar price points. However, Royal Enfield has always been about simplicity, and this bike sticks to that formula. As we wrap up, it's clear that the 2025 Royal Enfield 125cc is a solid entry into the lightweight segment. It's got all the classic Royal Enfield charm, combined with the practicality and fuel efficiency that 125cc buyers are looking for. It's a great option for new riders, those on a budget, or even seasoned riders who want a second bike for daily commutes. The combination of style, comfort, and affordability makes this a bike that stands out in the crowded 125cc market. So, what do you think of the 2025 Royal Enfield 125cc? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Two Wheel Trends for more reviews, tips, and news from the world of motorcycles. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.